Hey everyone, it's Felicia from the Utah Outcasts, and I thought I'd take a day, think about my reaction, and say something about President Donald Trump. I cried a lot, and then I spent a lot of time yesterday sleeping, and gonna drink some more whiskey tonight, because I'm still not okay. I'm really scared. And I feel like the fight has gone out of me a bit. Um, Part of me feels like the fight's hopeless. Like white men in suits just keep winning. They go and they steal people from Africa and then enslave them for hundreds of years, and then once they're finally freed and they have a victory, they slap them down again and make fun of them for eating watermelon and institute Jim Crow laws and create an entire culture that dehumanizes them for till now. Like, it's still going on. And then we defeat Jim Crow laws, and America gets to celebrate again, and people, we have the civil rights movement, and we guarantee the right to vote in the Voting Rights Act. And then Reagan happens, and white men once again slap them down, and we have the war on drugs, and the people of color and women again are slapped down, and these old white men in suits reach out their hand to a few select white boys who would have been on our side, who have lived there with us, and then they lift them up, and then they see themselves as better as well, and then those what were our allies, white men, get their own suits, and then they grow old, and then we elect Barack Obama, first black president. He was the first black president. It was amazing. And he had progressive policies, and we got marriage equality, and all these things were happening. Feminism was having a moment. Like, women were having a moment. We were actually talking about gender roles and the issues of women and what we face, and we were pushing forward. And then along comes Hillary Clinton. And I know so many people think Bernie would have won, and everyone knows I was a Bernie person. I went to his rally. I was excited, and now I was wrong. I was wrong about Hillary. And I have to own that. And I do. And I proudly voted for her while wearing white. Just what the suffragettes wore. And we were there. We were right there on the cusp of another historic moment, more steps for progress, and then old white men, orange man in a suit, galvanizes the poor amongst us, the poor whites amongst us, and tells them that their jobs are going to Mexicans, and that Muslims are coming to kill their families. And he puts women back in their place, especially this scary feminist lady running against him, and they slap us down again. And they've slapped us down with the worst candidate for president since Andrew Jackson. And not only that, but they got all the governors, they got the House, the Senate, and they're going to definitely confirm any Supreme Court nominee from Donald J. Trump. They have won this time, and they have won bigly. They won. I want to make it perfectly fucking clear right now. I blame anyone who could have voted that didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I blame third-party voters. And I blame the people who said that they were equally just as bad. Because they're not. They're just not. And you had a responsibility to step up and protect the people who needed the protection the most. You had a responsibility to vote in the interests of all Americans, and not just because a loudmouth bully in a cheap suit said the things that make your heart go all aflutter and angry, because you have to find a way to be superior. They're not equally bad. So I blame anyone who didn't vote for her who could have. That being said, white people own this one. White people voted for Trump in the majority. We own this one. Majority of white women did. And that's my group right there. And we've got a lot of work to do to make this right, because we've now made this a very, very scary world. I'm scared. I'm a woman, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but Donald Trump has definitely encouraged a culture in which I don't get to be a full person. I'm too fat for Donald Trump anyway. I'm scared. And I'm more scared for the people of color who now have to live in this world. So, we have got to step it up. We have got to stand against the injustices. I said earlier that the fight's gone out of me, that the fight seems too big, and it's big. But here's the thing, is that white people don't get to quit out this time. White feminists don't get to act like we did our best. We didn't. So we've got to be the ones who stand up for those who are living with injustice. Our white men amongst us who love us. Your voices are needed now. Not to speak for us, but to back us up when we speak. And to believe us. Believe the black people when they tell you that the cops stop them for no reason and that they're afraid for their lives. And believe the women of color when they tell you that people don't even believe they could be intelligent. And believe us when we say that we are being hurt. Don't act like it's not a big deal when somebody grabs us. And believe us when we're assaulted and raped. Just start by believing us. Because there's a lot of people out there, apparently, who don't give a fuck about us. So, we don't get to quit. They don't get to stop being people of color. We don't get to quit. And for fuck's sake, next time you vote, are you fucking kidding me right now?